Hey everybody, welcome back to the bookshop. If you're new here, my name is Shelley, and I am about to do a flip through for the last journal of 2021. A little late, yes, I know. This should have been done, been flipped through, sold, listed, sold, gone. But anyway, I explained in the last video, I couldn't get it done, so we're going to do it now. This is slightly bigger than the Spring Mist journal. It is 9 by 5 3/4. I do think it has about the same amount of pages, 104. It might have a couple more. I actually don't remember, and I didn't count them. But it's a single signature, fabric covered over some couple layers of cardstock. So it's like a midway between a soft and a hardcover. It's very simple, no decorations on the back. I put a couple of crocheted butterflies on the front. This one I glued a pearl to it, and this one came with some little pearls and some clear beads. Real pretty, simple but pretty. But these fabrics that I picked out, this and the Spring Mist one, like I said in that video, don't really need a lot of decorating. This tie closure, I sewed it together so there's 2 layers, but it is removable. It's just tucked under there. I have it sewn together so it'll stay in place. And let's see. Okay. It's so pretty, I think. The Spring Mist journal was very colorful, very bright, with the pinks and yellows and purples. This one is a lot more subdued. They are very, very similar, though. The same papers, like vintage graph paper and ledger paper, and a lot of the same papers, the same layout. I made them at the same time. So this one, though, starts off with a big book page pocket. And, it's funny, I used something in the last journal from the 100-day challenge. And this I made in the 100-day challenge in 2020, almost 2 years ago, when I was doing specimen tags. I was only in it for 4 days, so I could not hang. This book belongs to, I'm just not fast enough to be able to complete a craft or whatever in a single day. I came to find out I didn't have time to do anything else. So this is Fifth Reader. This is a very old book page. And then this is some dictionary. And then this last one. This one has a little pocket on it with 3 little tags. And pretty green sticker butterfly, matching tab, all that stuff. This is the Butterflies in Blue kit by ArtyMaze. Okay, this one, this is the woven pocket. This is an idea of Gayle Agostinelli's. I think it's so cute. And they're real easy. She just actually did a tutorial showing how she makes them. But these pages are from the kit. And then there's little small tags in each pocket. And some of them I've stamped stuff, like this one says, "And the story begins." And this pretty rose. You'll see in some of the pages, actually, I think right under this tag. Yeah, see the rose? It's on a lot of the digitals. So I used a rose stamp to go along with those. And then there's one. This one has a little bulb pin with blue beads. See, I did this same thing with the last journal, only using red beads. And it's got a little heart key on it. So yeah, I made them. I did a lot of the same things in the 2 journals. I didn't do one of these though. I really like this tag. I'm doing a lot of pressed flower tags. Selling a few in the store. I'm not going to do a lot of them just because there's so much work. I can't hardly charge enough to make up for my time. I have figured that out. That's what I've been working on the past week. And at the end of the day, I'm like, I only made 3 tags. Okay, so we're going to go through this quickly. We got lined paper, vintage graph. There's the rose. Pretty colors. Very pretty. Alphabet. This is a vintage book. This is I made this pocket from a vintage time card. Put a sticker on there, punched it, put some of the green masking paper on there, and then made a little booklet. That's a stencil, and it's just got lots of blank paper in it for writing. So cute little notebook. Could tuck that in your purse. So a lot of the handmade ephemera is different, but a lot of it is similar too. This is just a blank piece of paper. It's blackberry dyed, but it looks blue. Just some extra writing paper. Vintage sheet music. I put washi on it because it is old and it starts to tear really easily. Made this pocket from just some scraps and put some of the green masking paper behind it. There's a few of these large size tags, I think 4 of them, that I didn't decorate. I inked them and stuff, but there's, you know, you can add, I like them the way they are, but you can also just, you know, get a sticker or get a little label or something. And I thought maybe the new owner would want to decorate a few. Some die cuts, label, and then layered a die cut butterfly on top of a foam one, the 2-tone color. And then, of course, writing on the back. Book page, have a butterfly book for this journal with all the, isn't that similar butterfly? And then the music composition paper. This is a guest book. This is a different one than from the last journal, but I always buy these guest books when I find them in the thrift store. These are from the kit, and I print lines on the back, if you can see that. Coffee dyed paper, blackberry dyed paper. This is parchment paper, and I just put a strip of blue paper on there, and I folded the parchment over, and then I sewed that leaf trim on there. I really like how this came out. This is the kit. There's some pretty lace on these pages. Pretty paper too. I love these papers. And I love her background papers. And this is just a scrap of paper I used to make a pocket. Add some blue. This is the, I forget what you call it, like trim. I can't think of what it's called. This is one of those, it's just a square, it's just a sheet of paper. And then you unfold it. Writing on it is blackberry dyed. You can see I chose all the ones that looked like they were blue for this journal. Oh, this way and this way. And then I just tuck it under there. There's a little decorated on the front. Just layered a couple of images or image on some paper. Now see, I did this same green paper in the other journal. Use some flashcards with some napkin on these. This is napkin. Oh, so is this one. Pretty. I love this one. So a couple different types of napkins, but the blue and the butterflies. This is the same napkin that was on that tag here. And I used it, I fussy cut it out all around the edges to glue on the front of this. I made one of these in the Spring Mist journal. And it just, a lot of writing space. And it's a belly band, so there's a nice large triple tag tucked in there. A lot of good writing space. Pretty. I think this might be from another kit. I don't think that's the Butterflies in Blue kit. Okay, this is the Antique French Dictionary. 130 years old, from 1890. Graph paper, Edith Holden with the little blue butterfly. Blackberry dyed paper, little bag with some little blue lace. These are tags I printed 3 years ago, I think. Sewed around them. But they just, you start going through your stash, looking for stuff, and sometimes find the coolest stuff. This has that blue lace on it also. Book page. Some kind of old weird paper from somewhere. A doily, a white doily. Not colored or anything. I kind of like that. It's pink paper. This is a old greeting card envelope. I think it's vintage. It's from the 90s, I believe. There's a butterfly paper clip, and that holds this stuff in, but also keeps this from falling out of the envelope. I just took the envelope and glued it to the piece of paper and turned it into a pocket. I thought this was so pretty. And then inside, there's basically a little notebook. I sewed together, I think, 4 of the journaling cards. So they all have the picture on the front, and then I'm sure on the back. They're just lined. So it's all lined writing paper except for 4 pages. And then just sewed it down. And so there's a little notebook. Tuck it in there. And then we'll see on this side. Yeah, see how this falls out so easily. So that's why I use the clip. Here's another of the large tags. Nice and simple. I did not embellish it, but that's what I left it up to you, whoever ends up owning it. And then this is a real vintage bingo card. It's got some different colored blue die cuts and a layered up blue butterfly. I think that one's pretty. I like how that turned out. And then we will put the butterfly back on here. Just like that. Hold that. This is the center. Reinforced with the blue sari silk. And then I'll show you these. I love these blue beads. I only had a few. I almost didn't want to use them. It's so weird when you hoard stuff. For what end, I have no idea. But this very bottom bead, it's square. And then this, there's one of these. There's little bits of white in it. It's just a unique shape. I don't know if you can tell. It has ridges. And then this one too. They're just cool, in my opinion. And then there's a little silver butterfly and a large silver butterfly. And they're both the same. And they're on blue waxed linen thread. And they hang out the bottom. Really like those. I like how it turned out. A little pocket here with a collage journal card or tag. I made this a long time ago too. I didn't make this for this journal. I went through my stash and came upon this. Had a dictionary page with butterfly on it and then the blue butterfly. This is embossed, so it has texture. And then this I made. This is from G. Kerr. Happiness in Crafting on Etsy, and she's on Facebook and YouTube, I believe. And this is from a kit. I used this kit when I made the stacked letter journal. And I can't remember, she has a rose letters one or something, and then a letters 2 rows. 2 different kits that I used to make my stacked letter journal, and this is one of them. But I liked how the pages were blue, and I had printed blue lines on the paper, so it really was perfect for this journal. Just left over from making another journal, and then it just works out that it's perfect for this. Half of the butterfly wing on there. We will be making a stacked letter journal this year at some point. I was going to do it early in the year, but we'll see. I don't know. It depends on if people want to do that. I think a lot of people like the stacked letter journals, so there's so many things I want to do. Doily. Okay, now, so I think we're to the other half of, this is that weird paper. It's like different on each side, and this is the book page. This is from the kit. This is the other side of the bag. 2 more journaling cards. These are different from the other 2, so there's 4 total of these really cool looking cards. Some blackberry dyed paper. The other side of the Edith Holden. Little butterfly. Common blue butterfly, it says. Is that cool? I think that's so cool. Those little things. When the book is called Butterflies in Blue. There's the French dictionary. Okay, here. I made one of the CD envelopes. I had said on the Spring Mist one that was one of the first ones I made. I think this was the very first one I ever made. And this comes out. Got stickers on here, flowers and a butterfly. And of course you can write on the back. And it's also got the paper in there to make it pretty when you pull the tag out. Little fern sticker, blue bumblebee. It's like the other one. This has one of the large tags that you can decorate. And then the tickets, I just tucked those in there the other day. I saw that I hadn't used them. See, so you could use these tickets to decorate the tags. First day issue envelope, obviously, butterflies, tiger swallowtail. This is 1987, Toronto, Canada. And then just like the ladybug one, it has the info on the swallowtail butterfly on the back. And, you know, these are brand new. They're in excellent condition. Okay. And then the green paper, 2 more tags. Oh, it's a little different. Oh, these are both different. Same paper, but they're not duplicates of the other two. Ledger paper. Pretty paper from the kit. Here's the other side of the parchment paper, which I also added the blue paper and then sewed down the edge. Blackberry dyed, coffee dyed. Little pocket here with some more tags. Some blue lace on the guest book. The music composition paper from the butterfly book. And then this is kind of like that thing from the spring book. It's something I was just making. Watching somebody. I should make another one of these and put it in my idea book. Otherwise, I'll forget all about them and never make another one. This ephemera is from the kit, though, I think. Another pocket on this side. These are all just scraps, pieces of cardstock left over. Little butterfly tag here with a sticker on it. But this was really cute. You lift this flap and there's a place for another piece of paper. Like I said, just scraps. I was watching YouTube and somebody was making something and I was making it along with them. And then, yeah. So there's another of those pretty butterfly paper clips. And then this is a pocket. This has a long tag in it that I made. And the pocket, this is from the kit, this pocket. And then these are tags I made. This is from a piece of the Edith Holden book page. And then this is Tim Holtz collage paper. It's got a little butterfly and some roses. And then this, I thought this was cute. This is a vintage library card catalog, and it's called Butterfly Colors by Helen Frost. It's a children's book, kindergarten to through third grade, it says. Helen Frost did a lot of books on butterflies. So I just fussy cut a bunch of different butterflies in all different colors, since it said butterfly colors, and a little blue ink, little piece of kind of like velvet blue ribbon. I thought that was cute. It turned out well. The different colors of butterflies, and then the little ribbon sticks out the side under the pocket. Vintage sheet music. This is the other side of that. It's a book page. Different scripts. And then the kit. This pocket was made on graph paper. And the graph paper is on one side and the other side is plain. So I folded it over to make a pocket, glued it down, put some blue lace, and then just used a butterfly stamp and 2 colors of blue ink. That's a pretty blue butterfly. That's from the kit, I believe. I believe these are all from the kit. I think all this blue ephemera, all this butterfly ephemera comes with it, but I'm not sure. And then a tag. This is those bingo cards, and I used the same tissue paper, and it looks completely different because this one has the blue background. And use the blue butterflies and the die cuts. I like that one. I like all the blue, and I used a blue paper clip to help hold everything in. Otherwise, that stuff is just going to slide right out. For some reason, these pockets sometimes are not tight enough. And then we're at the end. We've got a big book page pocket here. These are from the kit. There's another one. And then there's a tag. That's the last of the large tags. And then the little card, handmade by Shelly Eagle, Bookshop Shelly. This is another Gayle Agostinelli design. And it's just taken a sheet of 12 by 12 paper. I think she called it the Quint card. Gives you like 5 squares for journaling on. And then a little tab to tuck into this slit. And that goes there, and that goes there. And then there is another card behind the pocket. A handmade tag. Collage tag. And then butterfly fussy cuts on it. And the last pocket has, now some of this stuff is stuff that came from my stash, because that's like a tag that did not come with this kit, but it's a collage. And then I decorated it with butterfly mushrooms, little number thing. And this is another little notebook with a couple of journal cards sewn together. And a nice sized collage journaling card with some butterflies on it. And then this is the fabric sewn onto the Amazon packaging. So it has that soft, you can feel the bubbles almost like you want to pop them. But I can never get them to pop. They're not quite big enough. They're kind of flat bubbles. But yeah, the fabric from the cover. Took a piece with a nice blue butterfly on it. And let's take our hearts for a walk in the woods and listen to the magic whispers of old trees. With some fabric behind the label. And then I zigzagged all around the paper label. And backed it with some coffee dyed paper. And that's it. That's the last journal of 2021. Or maybe they're the first journals of 2022. However you want to look at it. But we're going to get busy and make some new journals. And have some fun here. Okay, so